He's got everything here in this second round going. And now the combination punching, and Schwartz goes down. He puts him down. Fury scores the knockdown.
What's up, fight fans? Today we're diving into the career of the self-proclaimed Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. After getting nearly knocked out by Usyk and barely beating MMA fighter Francis Ngannou, some fans are asking, was Fury ever actually that good? From his early days knocking out journeymen to becoming heavyweight champion, then falling into depression and making one of boxing's greatest comebacks, we're breaking down his entire career to answer one question. How good was Tyson Fury actually? Hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you love honest boxing breakdowns with no sugarcoating. Tyson Fury turned pro back in 2008, the same year as his future rival Deontay Wilder. After getting snubbed by Team GB in favor of David Price for the Beijing Olympics, Fury took his talents to the pro ranks. His pro debut came on a Carl Frampton undercard in Nottingham, where he knocked out a Hungarian journeyman in the first round. Right away, fans noticed this giant of a man with a perfect boxing name. Fury racked up 6 more knockout wins before facing his first real test in 2009, John McDermott, for the English title. This fight became one of the biggest controversies on Fury's resume. Many thought McDermott won, but Fury got the decision. The judging was so questionable that the British Boxing Board of Control mandated 3 judges for all English title fights going forward. They also ordered an immediate rematch, which shows just how controversial that first decision was. This early test revealed something we'd see throughout Fury's career: questionable performances followed by adjustments and improvement. After the McDermott controversy, Fury picked up a couple more wins before facing McDermott again in 2010. This time, Fury left no doubt. He dominated McDermott, dropping him 3 times before finishing him in round 9. Fury had silenced the doubters, for now. Next up was undefeated Derek Chisora for the British and Commonwealth titles. Back then, Chisora wasn't the gatekeeper we know today. He was a legitimate prospect with a 14-0 record. Many bookmakers even had Chisora as the favorite. The fight went all 12 rounds, with Fury winning by unanimous decision, adding 2 more belts to his collection. After this, we got to see what Fury's chin was made of when he faced undefeated Canadian heavyweight Nevin Pakic. Pakic dropped Fury hard in round 2 with a massive overhand right, but Fury showed his recovery skills, coming back to drop Pakic twice in round 3 before the ref stopped it. In a strange move, Fury vacated his British and Commonwealth belts to fight for the vacant Irish title against Martin Rogan, an early sign of Fury's pattern of taking easier fights throughout his career. After beating Rogan, Fury picked up the WBO Intercontinental belt and started calling out the Klitschko brothers. He then beat American contender Kevin Johnson in a WBC eliminator by unanimous decision. Next came another huge test when Fury faced former cruiserweight world champion Steve Cunningham. This fight exposed one of Fury's weaknesses, struggling against smaller, faster guys. Sound familiar? Usyk would exploit this same weakness years later. Cunningham dropped Fury heavily in round 2 with a perfect right hand. But as the fight wore on, Fury's size advantage took over. He wore Cunningham down and knocked him out in round 7, Cunningham's first KO loss. With this win, Fury moved up to number 2 in the IBF rankings. A massive showdown with David Haye was planned next, which would have been huge for British boxing, but Haye pulled out multiple times and the fight never happened. One of boxing's biggest what-ifs of the last decade. After Haye fell through, Fury faced Derek Chisora again in a WBO eliminator. This time, Fury completely dominated Chisora, switching to southpaw and controlling the entire fight. It was so one-sided that Chisora's corner stopped it in round 10. After beating Christian Hammer, Fury finally got his shot at Vladimir Klitschko in 2015. Before the fight even began, Fury won the mental warfare, clearly getting under Klitschko's skin, a skill he'd used throughout his career. In the ring, Fury put on an incredible performance in Germany. Using his awkward style, he never let Klitschko find his rhythm. Fury's conditioning was the best we've ever seen. He was fast, awkward, and had the gas tank to maintain his movement for all 12 rounds. Klitschko couldn't land his famous right hand all night thanks to Fury's constant movement. The win cannot be understated. Fury ended nearly 10 years of Klitschko dominance that had been holding the division back. It was a new day for heavyweight boxing, with a charismatic champion who could capture casual fans' attention. But as we'd soon find out, reaching the mountaintop would send Fury spiraling into his darkest period. After achieving his life's goal of beating Klitschko, Fury lost his why, his reason for getting up in the morning. His entire existence had been built around becoming world champion, and once he got there, he couldn't find the motivation to continue. Fury fell into deep depression, gained an insane amount of weight, and abused his body with all kinds of substances. He ballooned to over 24 stone, 336 pounds, clearly in no condition for the scheduled Klitschko rematch. Around this time, Fury was charged by UK anti-doping authorities for banned substances. He was found with cocaine in his system, and his mental health continued to deteriorate. Using drugs and alcohol to numb his pain, doctors declared him medically unfit to fight. Fury hit rock bottom. He was seen at the 2016 Euros buying shots for England fans, clearly in no shape to be a professional athlete, let alone a world champion. The boxing world wrote him off. Most thought we'd never see Tyson Fury in a ring again. His titles were stripped, his reputation was in tatters, and his career appeared over before the age of 30. In January 2018, Fury shocked everyone by announcing he'd apply for a boxing license again. What sparked this comeback? Deontay Wilder had been trash-talking Fury, saying he was finished, and Fury found his new motivation. Fury signed with Frank Warren, who set him up with 2 tune-up fights before facing Wilder. Many thought this was rushing things, that Fury needed more time after such a long layoff. His comeback started against 39-year-old cruiserweight Sefer Seferi. Fury had lost 112 pounds for this fight, a transformation that deserves more credit. After easily beating Seferi and Francesco Pianetta, the Wilder fight was on for late 2018. Despite being just 2 fights into his comeback, Fury put on a fantastic display against Wilder. He outboxed the American for long stretches, switching to southpaw and frustrating the champion. After the Wilder draw, Fury took an easy fight against Tom Schwartz, an undefeated but untested German. This was a complete mismatch, with Fury stopping Schwartz in round 2 while barely breaking a sweat. Next came what turned out to be a much tougher night against undefeated Swedish fighter Otto Wallin. A short left hook in round 3 opened a horrible cut above Fury's right eye, with another cut coming from a clash of heads in round 5. Many thought the fight should have been stopped by the doctors, but Fury was allowed to continue. Despite the cuts, Fury landed solid shots on Wallin throughout the fight, though Wallin connected with a clean left in round 12 that momentarily troubled Fury. Fury won by decision, but it was clear he needed to make changes before facing Wilder again. He replaced trainer Ben Davidson with Sugar Hill Stewart from the legendary Kronk Gym, known for their knockout-focused style. His career isn't over yet, so this assessment could change. But for now, the Gypsy King's throne sits below boxing's true royalty. That's my honest breakdown of Tyson Fury's career so far. What do you think? Is he an all-time great or just a talented fighter who could have achieved more? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this no-nonsense analysis, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss our future fighter breakdowns.